Hello, we are the Korean history commentator from Youth Culture Core. My name is Jongwon from Youth Culture Core.
And my name is Jimin from Youth Culture Core.
And today we are going to introduce the Korean history from the temple called Bulguksa. Have you ever heard of Bulguksa? If you don't know, it will be a great time to newly discover the special place. Also, if you already know, it will be a great time to summarize and recall your historical knowledges and experiences. If you are ready, let's begin our presentation. Let's start the video with the history of Bulguksa.
Bulguksa is a temple located at the foot of Toham Mountain in Gyeongju, Gyeongsang-buk-do, and was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. The oldest document on the creation of Bulguksa, Bulguksa Gogumchanggi, was founded in 528 by King Bopung's mother, and King Jinheung's mother rebuilt the temple in 571 and expanded the pagoda and stone bridge in 751. It is said that Kim Daesung founded Seokguram for his parents in the past and Bulguksa for his parents in the present. When Kim Daesung started construction and died, it took more than 30 years to complete. In May 1593, during the Japanese invasion of Korea, more than 2,000 rooms were burned down due to the fire and destruction of the Japanese army, which suffered a lot of damage due to the activities of the Riche's army and the army. Since then, the damage from the war has been restored and reconstruction of Bulguksa began around 1604 with the support of the state and the efforts of monks and believers, and partial reconstruction took place about 40 times. Since then, with the decline of national fortunes in the late Joseon dynasty, many buildings have been damaged and cultural heritages stolen. In 1924, Japanese colonial era carried out a large-scale renovation of the Dabotap, and the reconstruction of the court and the sari in the Dabotap disappeared. During the construction, it suffered as an exhibition of Japanese cultural policies that did not thoroughly verify the restoration and preservation of relics. In 1966, after the liberation of August 15th, there were partial repairs, including the dismantling of the Seokgatap, and in 1969, the Bulguksa Restoration Committee was formed and ended in June 1973. The construction restored the Museoljeon, Gwaneujeon, Birojeon, Gyeongru, and Hwarang, where only the cornerstones and empty spaces remained, and the Daeungjeon, Gangrakjeon, Bomyeongru, and Jahamun were renovated.
And from now on, I would like to introduce the inner structure of the temple Bulguksa. This is the map showing the inner structure of Bulguksa, and if you see this temple in the middle of the sky, you will see this figure of Bulguksa. Among these buildings, I would like to introduce some important buildings. There are buildings that has Buddha inside. In accordance with the Buddha inside, the name of the building varies. Daeungjeon is the building with 관세음보살 inside. People believe that this Buddha will see the sound of suffering of the people in this world and saves them from the suffering. And there is the building called Gangrakjeon, and here you can see the Buddha called Amita. The name of the building means the world of the Buddha, and the place is believed as a heaven for people who follow Buddhism. And also, if you physically visit the place, you can enjoy Buddhist paintings, wall paintings, and statues, and so on. And from now on, we would like to introduce the famous pagodas in this temple. Those things are called Dabotap and Seokgatap. The left one is called Dabotap, and the right one is called Seokgatap. And even though they are placed in the same temple, their traits are truly separated. The two stone pagodas are considered to show the best perfection in each genre. Seokgatap is typical of stone pagodas, showing off its refined beauty. On the contrary, Dabotap was built by borrowing the wooden pagoda style. Dabotap shows the height of glamour. And there is also the anecdote related to Seokgatap. In the process of repairing the pagoda, a record was found. It is named 무구정강 대다란이경, and it is now recognized as the oldest wood block print in the world. And also an anecdote hidden in the Dabotap is a story about a stone lion. Stone lions were originally placed in every direction of the tower, but 3 stone lions disappeared after the Japanese colonial era. The whereabouts of these 3 are unknown yet. Fortunately, the one left is stored in front of the temple, and if you remember this anecdote when you visit Bulguksa, you will be able to enjoy a more interesting tour.
Did you enjoy Bulguksa online tour? Until now, we have learned about the history and structure of Bulguksa, Dabotap and Seokgatap in Bulguksa. I'd appreciate it if you could pay more attention to Bulguksa through this tour. Thank you for listening our tour.